right, everybody. I really like this technique. I don't think we worked on it for like a month or so. It was going off and telling a pejorative story about somebody based upon what you know about them. To do crowd work, because it's all fantasy tense, right? So you want to present it as fantasy tense, or just go off on a story and see where it goes into your imagination and see where the hell it goes, and that was the idea, was just to try to tell a story about something. It's a pretty advanced technique where you really go in and just really follow something and see where you can take it. And this way you're really out of control, because you really got to find the comedy in that rabbit hole of their story, because you just keep going down it. And you can shift and go to somebody else too if you don't, if you're not happy with what you're doing or the person's information. You don't have to do it. It's the suggestion. Remember, all the other things, misunderstanding and talking for the people and blame and all the other of the things that we work with can all work as well. All right, it's Dave's turn.
Jasper, what is your name?
Manfred.
Wow, Manfred. The questions are going to get harder after this. Okay, Manfred. So is that hyphenated?
No.
Oh, it's not hyphenated. So it's not Manfred, it's Manfred.
Manfred, yeah.
Okay. So that's you don't hear that name very often anymore. I think there's a reason for that. But why do you think your parents named you Manfred?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we've only got 5 minutes here. I'm pretty sure that's what your mom said to your dad too. So Manfred, I'm just going to ask about the beaver in the room. What's this happening on top of your head?
Yeah, we'll see. Over in Australia, it's winter here, and we don't turn the heating on too much. We just dress up.
Okay, so I've been to Australia. He says that in Australia that this is how they heat themselves. Like, I've been to Australia and I've never seen people walking around with dead animals on their head. So what is this, just you? Is this a you thing?
It is actually, yeah.
Okay, so at some point in your life, you were like, I don't know, you were like a child out in the wild, you're hunting with your mom, okay, who's also looking for good names. But anyway, you're out hunting and some animal drops on your head. Everyone laughs. You think they're laughing with you. They're really laughing at you. And you're like, I'm going to stick with this look. And here you are 60 years later.
It's a good a story as any.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't ask for higher praise. So, wow. Okay.
Go on to somebody else.
Okay, I got to move on, Manfred. My blood pressure is dropping too low from this conversation. So let me move on. Mike, what's your name?
Tom.
Tom. What is it you do for a living, Tom?
I'm an accountant.
You're an accountant. That kind of checks out. You've got is this like your business casual Friday shirt you've got on for work at your CPA firm?
Yes.
Okay, or did you just go golfing today?
I'm hoping to get there.
Okay, so I'm hoping to get some laughs, and it's not happening so far. But anyway, maybe we'll both get there together. All right, so what is it that made you want to get into, what made you want to get into the exciting career of being an accountant?
I'm just a numbers guy, not big on words.
Yeah. Words are hard, aren't they? So words are hard for you. Why, and when did you discover that?
Third grade.
Third grade. Did someone ask you a question and you kind of like now you didn't know what to say?
I used to have to cheat on spelling tests.
You have to cheat on spelling tests in third grade. How hard were the words in third grade? Like owl, duck, barn. Barn's a hard one. It has an R in there. What else what were the words you had to cheat on?
Just anything over 3 letters back then.
Anything over 3 letters back then. What you make it so now it's only if it's over 4?
I just stuck with numbers, yeah.
You're stuck with numbers. Okay.
You know what? Go through his life with only dealing with things with 3 letters. Like, oh, I've got a car.
Okay. So you're okay. It's got to be tough getting through life with only being able to have a vocabulary of 3-letter words. So, like, what do you say, like, when you meet somebody? Ugh, like, it's like caveman talk. What's like, I don't know. How do you string together a conversation of only 3-letter words? Me, oh, I can't even say me like you. That's like me lick you, and that's a misspelling as it is. Okay. Me, help me out here. What are some good 3-letter words that you've used through your lifetime, Tim, other than your name? Was it originally Timothy and your parents like, he's not going to get this? We got to whittle this down. We got to work with what we've got.
Dave, you've got to come up with all the things in his world that have 3 letters.
Okay, all the things that have 3 letters. So you couldn't really have a relationship with a woman, so you had to get a dog or a cat, and you had to name them dog or cat. Okay, what else? So you want to play golf, and like someone asked you to play golf, and like you just don't even understand. Like, it's a 4-letter word. What are you gonna say? Huh? H-U-H. That's probably a comeback you use a lot in conversation, I'm guessing, yes?
I like to text a lot. You abbreviate just letters in text. You don't got to type words.
You abbreviate letters in text. Well, some of us use real words in text, but okay.
Do a text for him with only 3 letters. I'm pushing you, Dave.
What's up? Just W-A-S. What's up? What's up, Mom? 3-letter words. What else? B-Y-E. It'd be a good time to say goodbye to you. Bye. So, okay. Do I have time for somebody else or not?
No, I just keep going. I'm pushing you here and make you do it.
Okay. So I guess that you're probably Jewish because the New Testament has Jesus. You have to just stick to God, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're probably dyslexic, and that's where you got the name for the dog.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. And so what do you call like other family members besides mom or dad? I mean, mom or dad, or those are the only ones you can talk to because they're 3 letters.
Bro.
Bro, sis, in the supermarket, what can you buy? I guess you're limited to buying things like cow.
Egg.
Cow. What kind of cut would you like? Cow. Is this the right one?
Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. That was great.
That was tough.
Dave, I put you on the spot, and you went into an area there that was really uncomfortable for you.
It was.
And great. That's what this class is for. That's why I didn't let you off the hook. You wanted to get out of it, but I just wanted to keep pushing you so that you would go in and see how you could find things, that they're just go places, the doctor. Oh, you see a doc, just start going places. That's why I went, go to the supermarket. There's all these things there.
When you were thank you for pushing me. And I think that I got hung up on trying to make it funny. I was trying to think 2 steps ahead instead of just going through him. Like the cow thing was actually funny, I thought, because I was thinking about what he would like, the different departments he would go to in the supermarket.
Right.
So,
that's great.
I didn't do that early enough.
Doesn't matter because it's the absurdity of you sitting around trying to figure out these things. Well, how the fuck do you say broccoli? Bra. I mean, those were good as well and stuff. So all that's why I was saying go places where you can find things with 3 letters. But you did. Cow. Got a huge laugh. That's why I let it go. I said, it was huge laugh, but it was good. The other thing was he was, you're saying, oh, my blood pressure went down. I loved that. His name, you found the connector. Your name's Jim.
Right, Tim.
And then you went into the whole thing after that, or your mom, dad, all that kind of stuff. And then it was like your dog. You couldn't have a girlfriend. You'd have to have a dog or a cat. Oh my God. And then dog, God, and you reversed it. And that's how you knew it was a dog. Oh my goodness. I mean, some of the things you did in there were so incredibly clever. Um, and just saying, I push you and stay in there. Yeah, you stumble a little bit, but it's okay. And stop thinking about, again, stop thinking about the funny.
Right.
Just find the reality of that moment. Going through his world about how do you possibly deal with the world because these things keep coming up that you can't say. That becomes also a world for you as well. So that's why I wanted you to stay in it and work your way through.
Oh, I'm glad thank you for doing that, because I normally would have bailed on the person.
Exactly. Well, that's what the class is for, though, is to put people in these uncomfortable situations and say, find it anyway, because it's outside your comfort zone, and that's called learning and stuff. Buffy.
I just want to say, because I feel like I know you reasonably well, that like it was really cool to watch you stay in it and not bail. And I got to see your courage, and it was cool to see when that you settled in and just kind of like had some calmness about it. You had some like one-offs that were really funny. So I just want to admire your courage,
Thank you.
because
Absolutely.
yeah,
Thank
the
you.
funny is there, and you're really funny. And I think it's really cool that you didn't bail. And you also, like, not just you didn't bail, you didn't clam up. You know, you kept going and you kept going and you pushed yourself. So I thought that was really cool. Another way he could pay instead of cash and the other things, EBT.
Thank you.
Card.
Yeah, thank you, Greg, for pushing him, because then we got to watch it and it was great. Dave, you're a clever guy. Like in fact, you're very clever for a gay guy. So I feel like you should but know that about your strength, right? Like you'll
Well,
come
first
up
of
with-
all, the word gay.
Yeah,
Any
there you go.
letters?
Yeah. But like that's your strength. So you should know that, especially when it comes to wordplay, and you're very quick. I think initially when you were not getting laughs, you made jokes out of that. You're like, I'm looking for laughs. That was great. When it was the 3-letter game and you thought of one or two and then you couldn't think of more, then you just asked Mike, help me out here. That was great. Now it's like it's a new opportunity for like jokes to come out of there. Because like then if he can't think of one, now the joke's back on him, like you're out of the woods.
And just to add to that, just ask the whole audience.
Yeah.
What's some words that he could say? Because I was going through Doc and Rat, and I was just going. Was everybody else doing it?
Yes, it became like a
We were all
game.
thinking, you guys, I can't think of anybody else, get blah blah, and they give you one, and then you create a little world around it and stuff too. Again, what hit me was how big the laughs were when you solved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we watched you kind of, well, it's and your eyes are going all over. You're trying to get me kind of going, well, you can't have a girlfriend. You put yourself on the spot, right? You can't have a girlfriend. That's too long. So that's why you've only got a dog and a cat. We lost it. I mean, the laugh was huge for those things.
So actually, the funny part was actually seeing the mental process of like not knowing the answer. But
Yes,
knowing
watching
the
you
path.
work it out, and it makes us so nervous. The tension that it creates in us to watch you struggle. Well, girlfriend, well, where's he going to go with this? He's right. This guy can't think in those things. Where's he going to go? Well, then you could only have a dog and a cat. We went, whoa, you did it.
Yeah.
And even then, even if you don't solve it, right? Like that's a different kind of joke. Because like you go, don't go, and then you go like, oh shit, this is really hard. 3-letter words are actually very difficult. And then just like admitting that is a different joke. Yeah.
It just goes on and on. I mean, once you go into, again, that's that rabbit hole we're talking about, and stay in that, because when you solved it inside that rabbit hole, we watched that act of creativity of that moment. Oh, you can't have a girlfriend. And there were a bunch of them that you did. Okay. When you solve it, that organic laugh that we watch you solve, we just the laughs. You should see the laughs were huge because I was looking around at everybody else. So, and you're watching everybody move around like this, right? It's not just standing there. I mean, the whole bodies were laughing.
My favorite one was actually a mistake first when I said "was up," and then I'm like, "Oh wait, was up."
Yeah.
So,
Exactly, but it doesn't matter. See, that's the
me
point.
thinking out loud.
Right. What's up? Oh, yeah, was up. Oh, then you solved it again. You went from what's to was. Oh, he solved it. See, each time you solve that conundrum, that challenge, it just always get a huge laugh. And that's why I just kept you there and kept you there. And the more that you solved it, the more you got comfortable and realized, oh, I can do this.
So part of what I've heard on this feedback is, and I want to take it away and use it, is to basically think out loud and start asking. Like I was basically asking these questions out loud and then trying to solve it, and that became funny.
It is because also when you talk out loud, you've committed yourself.
I guess.
You can't have a girlfriend.
Right.
Now you're in trouble. Oh, what could he have with 3 letters? And then you came up with a companion, which was a connector, right? A cat and a dog. There's a
Yeah.
connect. See, it's not just, see, the joke structure is still there. It's still a companion,
Right.
right? Or company or whatever it is you want to say.
Right.
You solved that. And it was even better because there was a kind of a connector between them. And that's what we're talking about, finding those organic jokes inside that rabbit hole that you go down and just stay there and figure it out. And it becomes so funny. Anyway, everybody, what a great day.